Hi, welcome to my Makeup Monday for Monday the 17th of February 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. Today we're going to do a fun fold card. It's one of the easier fun fold cards. It's sort of the first one you tackle when you start branching out to do fun folds, I feel. But I'm going to use the Everyday Arch dies, Everyday Arches. They're an online exclusive. They were released last month, I'm pretty sure, as a bundle with a stamp set. Now, I didn't get that stamp set. I got another stamp set that's going to be released at the beginning of March, but it also matches the Everyday Arch dies. And I think I was a bit silly. I think I should have got the bundle to start with. But anyway, I can always go back and get that stamp set. Never mind. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. Okay, so I'll put my light on. It settles down after a minute. So this is the Joy Fold card. It's a very simple card. Just like that. And this card I used the... now, look, I've already forgotten what it's called. The Frames and Flowers from the annual catalogue. Let me find it. I did mark it in the annual catalogue. So it's this pack of paper in the annual catalogue called Frames and Flowers. It's 12 by 12. It's a specialty pack. It's $17.50. And you get 6 sheets of pattern paper, 1 each of 3 double designs and 1 each of 3 single-sided die-cut designs. So these are some of the die cuts from that paper pack. It's sort of like a ephemera pack on steroids. That's how I would describe it. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And with all the new product coming out and a new mini catalogue, and sometimes we forget what's in the annual catalogue, and I try to revisit sometimes and see some of the beautiful stuff that we've sort of forgotten about because of the influx of new stuff. So this is from this paper pack, and these are the Everyday Arch dies. So, and I've used a little sentiment from that kit, the Heirlooms Arrangements kit that I did a video in Card and a Cuppa with. Beautiful tiny little sentiment because I just wanted something little, and then I used the Simply Said sentiment inside. So that's what we're going to recreate, but we're actually going to recreate it with my favourite, well, it's one of my favourites, Storybook Moments paper. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? Here it is. It's this paper pack. Now, I've only got the paper pack, the pearls, or the, antique pearls and the ribbon. I haven't gotten anything else. I did get the scrapbooking kit that was the Storybook Life scrapbooking kit as well. And you can do so many things just with the papers and the scrapbooking kit. But if you want the stamp set to go to match, you certainly can. I actually have a retired stamp set that's got a little rabbit in it and Jemima Puddle Duck. And that's why I didn't get this one, because I've sort of got something from long ago in my stash that I could incorporate into this paper. So that's what we're going to use today for this card. So we'll put that down. Oh, and don't forget, Celebration is still running for another week and a half. This is the additional product for Celebration. So if you place a $100 order, you can choose from this little brochure. Everything in here is with a $100 purchase except these two things up the back. The heart-shaped bundle, stamp set and dies, and the Corner in Bloom stamp set. And all of these are free with a $100 order. So don't forget, that's still running until the end of February 28th. Okay, now, must warn you, I have little Rosie in my room. And I'm hoping she doesn't, hear something and go off a off a nut with barking. So this is what you need for this card. That's a good idea. Put that over where my lamp is. You need, your card base is 22 centimeters by 10.5, and I'm going to turn it around there, and it's scored at 14.9. So if you've got half a piece of A4, you will get your card out of one whole piece of A4. So you just cut it in half at the 10.5 centimeters mark, and then cut it down to 22 centimeters long, and then score it in half. Well, in half if you kept this other bit on at 14.9. Hope that makes sense and I didn't confuse you. Then you've got this other piece, and you need it to be 22 centimeters for the dies I've used, and at least 10 centimeters wide for this particular die, and it's scored at 10 centimeters. So I haven't cut that out because I wanted to show you how I did that. And then you've just got your matting pieces, so it's really not a hard cut. And this piece, you can make this card with just a rectangle piece scored in half, but I wanted to have a go with the everyday arch dies because I thought that could be cool. But you certainly can just have a rectangular piece, which is most Joyfold cards is how it's done, scored in half. And yeah, it can be just rectangular, but I wanted to give it a try with the arch dies. So then I've just got my matting pieces. So we've got 14.4 by 10 centimeters, and we've got 6.5 by 10 centimeters. I'm going to try and display it, so if you want to get a screenshot. Then we've got our matting pieces on with the paper, 13.9 by 9.5 centimeters, and this one's 6 centimeters by 9.5. So when you're matting, it always comes down half a centimeter, and that gives you a nice little border all the way around your matting pieces. So if you want to get a screenshot of that, we can get underway. Okay, so let's put all this now. I'll bring my die cutting machine in first, I think. Don't want to die cut that. Don't want to die cut any of that. This is what I want to die cut, and I need to get a white piece, and I need a piece like this as well from this paper. So this is what do I do with the card? Here it is. This is our piece of cardstock that we're going to make this piece out of. So these are the everyday arch dies. They're $51 if you don't buy it as a bundle with the original stamp set. And this is the stamp set that's coming in March. And it's called Arched Wishes, and it coordinates with these dies. And I really liked this one because I thought that could make some really quick and easy cards. And I like the arch dies, but in hindsight, I probably should have bought the bundle and bought this as well. Sometimes you live and learn. Okay, so for this arch, we're going to use the third largest. Let me just check my measurements. Yes, third largest. And then for, I need that, don't hide. For these panels here, we're going to use the 5th largest because I wanted it to come down a little bit more. So that's right. Okay, so let's put those to one side. Put our card over here and bring in our cut emboss machine. And these are a couple of little characters that I've got from my Storybook Moments paper. Okay, so we want this piece first. It's 22 by 10 centimeters, scored at 11 centimeters. And we're going to fold it in half, and I should have scored this before I put my bone folder over it. But that's alright, I can do that now. Okay, so I'm going to put that on, and you can see I'm hanging it over the scored edge. Can you see that? Because I don't want to cut it out properly. I want to get it so that it folds. So I'm just hanging this edge over, and that's why you need it sort of this size. I could have gone a little bit narrower, but it doesn't matter. I've got what I want. So hang over that edge, and I'm just going to secure it down with my tape. See, I don't want it going, I don't want to cut down here because that's my fold line. So we'll put that in and wind that through. And then I'll carefully take off my tape. Carefully, carefully. Okay, and get rid of that. And now this is what we've got. It does crunch it together quite well. So we've got the stitching on the inside as well as here, and see that's going to become this panel. Can you see? And that's why I hung the die over the edge, so that we didn't cut it off, because I wanted that fold, and that gives you that little flap. So that's that one. And now I want to cut another white one with the 5th largest arch from the arch dies. I love any layering dies. I think they're really handy and very useful. So I had been eyeing these off for a while, and then I decided to get it when I saw this second stamp set that's coming out. Now I think I should have just got it in January. And then I could have just got this additional stamp set, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's going to be our inside panel, like so. You know what? I'm going to get rid of these 2 pieces of tape because they've seen better days. And now I want to cut a piece of this, so I might just cut this down a fraction. Because that's going to be like a matting piece. I love this paper. I wish I could get a pack of 12 sheets just of this paper. I think it's so pretty. Now I've gone 2 arch sizes down because 1 arch wasn't enough. Because I made this one smaller, 1 arch size down wasn't enough, so I had to go 2 arch sizes down. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Right, let's bring everything back in, pop that out. Pop that back on my arches. I haven't even put these onto a magnetic sheet yet. So that tells you I haven't had them long and I've just started playing. I just went for it. Okay, so let's bring everything back in and we'll start putting our things together. Okay, first thing we're going to do is start matting. We'll leave our base. I'm going to turn my card base around because this is the way we want it. Okay, so I'll take up my dimensions and I'll grab my glue. So this Storybook Moments paper and scrapbooking kit has been very useful for me since we've got our little granddaughter Sage. So I've been making scrapbooking pages, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful papers just to make beautiful baby cards too. Doesn't look very straight. That'll have to do. I don't know if I've got my mossy meadow that's straight. I could try and trim that up with my scissors, but that's probably fraught with danger. Let's just... Does it ever happen to you? Sometimes you just don't get something straight in your trimmer? Doesn't happen very often, but just once in a blue moon. And it has to be for a video, doesn't it? But anyway, we will manage. Okay, so that's going to go straight onto there. Is this 10.5? Yes, it is. Okay, I mustn't have got my piece of mossy meadow quite right, but that's okay, it'll work. It's only out a fraction, but as my husband would say, I have a calibrated eyeball. I can tell if something's out by a few millimeters, which is quite funny. That's the engineering term he uses. I have a calibrated eyeball. I don't think I do, but I can sort of tell if something's just a few millimeters wonky. Let's hope I've got this right. Let's see. Let's take off our measurements. And that's looking right. Yeah, that looks good. Must have just been that piece, not to worry. So this has got like the Peter Rabbit style paper and stamp set with it, but it's also got like the vegetable garden. If you're into like gardening and, you know, that sort of stuff, you could also go down that path with this suite. It is a beautiful suite, but I couldn't afford everything. So this is easy, just matting and layering. Not hard at all. There we go. Aren't they cute? It's sort of a shame to cover things up because this is going to go here, but it's sort of cute. You can sort of see. I'll make sure that that comes over a little bit so you can see this one, and when this opens you'll see him. So that's that. Now this is going to go on top like so, and then this one's going to go in underneath, but I'm not going to put that underneath just yet because we've got a stamp on it. And see, oh gosh, it's hard to cover up both sides because it's all so cute, but I do love this paper. That is my favorite. Okay, so I'm just sort of centering it with my other shape, but I had to go down two sizes because if I'd gone just one size down, let me show you. So we used the third largest for the base. If I'd gone down to the fourth largest, it was going to fall off because I'd made this shorter, so it wasn't really going to work, so I went down one more. I hope that makes sense. But as I said, you don't have to use a die for this. Well, I'm trying to get that back in. You can just have a rectangle scored in half. You don't have to have dies. Okay, so then that's going to go, and you've got to make sure when you're doing this, if you're stamping or adding characters, don't have your fold on the left-hand side because it's not going to work. The fold has to be on the right-hand side for a Joy Fold card, and so that's going to get attached to the base like so, sort of centered, and then it'll go like so. So let's do that now. Let's put some glue on the back here. And as I said, this is a really good beginner's fun fold card to start with. So open up our card, and it seems a shame to cover all that up, but we're going to because it's okay. And we're just going to center it top, bottom, left and right, and I want to make sure I've got a little bit of rabbit showing here. Okay, so I haven't put that in yet because we want to do, probably want to do a bit of stamping on it. Just make sure that's straight. It's a little bit crooked. I wonder if I can just wiggle it down a bit. There we go. See, calibrated eyeball. I don't know how you could calibrate an eyeball, but anyway, and that's going to go in there just like this one. See? Okay, we'll put that outside for the moment. Let's decorate. So I've got a little rabbit here, and then you open, you can see him. And then I've got these two little, the Americans all say critters. I don't like the word critters. These two characters, little munchkins here. And I think it's really cute. Now I've got my Cutest Onsie one stamp set out because I've got some little sayings here. I don't know whether I should make this a boy or a girl card. I think it could be either. I was thinking, put a lid on my glue. I was thinking of putting some ribbon on. This is the ribbon, the petal pink scalloped ribbon that comes with this paper. It's in the suite. So let me just make a little bow. I'm not sure where I'd put the ribbon just yet, but let's just have a little play. So if you're new to crafting, stamping up paper packs, especially the ones that have got all these little pop-out dies, are just so perfect. All you really need is sentiment stamp sets and some ink pads to get started on your merry way. And it's just so, their papers are just so beautiful, and you can just make the most gorgeous creations just with the papers and a sentiment stamp set. Now this one I put a little bit of linen thread, don't know if you can see it, here we go, up the top here. And I could do the same with the bow. I'm not sure, I think I'd have to cut the tails down. Let's cut it off our little spool of ribbon, and we've got it handy. But the tails definitely are too big for wherever I place it, so we will have to cut the tails down. So I'll play a little bit more and make it a little tiny bow. Okay, and then also I've got my little banners and die cuts for sentiments. I thought I'd use, I think, should I use a basic beige banner? I don't know if I've got basic beige banner in here. This is just all my die cuts that, score! When I cut out some dies, sometimes I cut a few extras out for classes just in case people mess up their sentiment, and then I just throw them all in here, and it's such a good thing to do. And I've scored a basic beige one. I think that's going to look better. Now, I wonder if they should go there, just together. They're just so cute, aren't they? Well, I think they are. And then I thought of putting this across here with new baby, because that's sort of general and can be a boy or a girl. I guess if it's got a pink ribbon on it though. Let's work out where we're going to put our pink ribbon. I could put it in the same place as up here as this one on the corner here, but these little tails do have to be shorter. So let's do that. I think I've got it. So I think if we're adding the pink ribbon, it has to be a girl card. I really do, because you wouldn't give it. So new baby, you could have sweet girl. Where's sweet girl? This Cutest Onsie is in the annual catalogue. You can't get sweet new baby, sweet girl. Look, we could do congratulations. Maybe that's the one we should do. Helps if it's the right way up. Yes, congratulations. And then on this one, we could do new baby, sweet girl. I think that would work. Okay, let's just get this down here. I've got to work out. I think I'll stamp in Mossy Meadow because that's our matching colour. And I think that I like to stamp in a darker ink rather than the petal pink. Is that petal pink? Is that what it is? Yes. Oh, and now I just stuck my finger in this ink pad. My I don't know if you can hear it, my laptop's dinging because we've got the family coming for dinner tonight, and I think everybody's saying we're on our way. And people are replying back, and every time a message gets sent it dings, so sorry about that. But it's nice. Okay, so I think our little characters or critters I think they could probably go flat, and our congratulations could go on dimensionals. So let's put this one on first. He's such a cutie pie. And they can be just having a little chat together, saying, oh, did you hear about the news? Janice's daughter had a grandbaby. Sweet little girl. No, I do need more baby cards for the little shop that I'm supplying. So this suite is really helping me out big time there. Yes, I think that's good. Let me just get my adhesive remover. There's been a bit of glue spurtage, so I want to get rid of that sticky. And a bit of glue spurtage over here. Don't want spurtage. Okay. I'm going to grab a glue dot and put my bow on. It's such beautiful ribbon. It's really pretty. So yeah, they're all descending upon us for a barbecue tonight, this afternoon, this evening. So that'll be nice. My son lives in Newcastle, which is about an hour and a quarter away. So sometimes we go a few weeks without seeing him and his fiancée. That's the next exciting thing on our family agenda, is our son's wedding. So he's getting married at the end of June. So that'll be here before we know it. I know at work, when the doctor says he wants to follow up with the patient in 6 months, that is now August, and you sort of think, no, that can't be right. Go away. I don't want to know about that. Okay, let me just see where I want to place this. I think down. And I like the way the arches has got stitching, and our little banner here's got stitching as well. So it kind of coordinates, doesn't it? How cute is that? I don't think that bows too much. I think that's looking okay. Alright, so now we've got to go to the inside. Now, what did we decide on? So that's congratulations, and then you'll open it up, and on the inside, and I know I've gone with basic beige here, and I'm putting a white inside. I probably don't need to, but I think I still will because it just ties it all in, and there's white in the paper, so that's okay. Oh gosh, these are just so cute. So what did we decide on? I can't remember. So yeah, so my son and his fiancée Steph are coming on their way, and Olivia said she's going to come over a little bit earlier, so it's just all happening. I can't keep up. New baby. Where's the sweet girl? Oh, there it is. Maybe. Let me just think. How do I want to do this? New baby, sweet girl. Or do I want to do it all in one row? I think all in a row. Let's just have a little practice on a scrap of paper, because that always helps sometimes. And what to do with the ink pad? Here it is. Don't dunk your card in it. Okay, what does this look like? Now I'm going to stamp them separately so that they can be a bit closer. But I do like that, so let's get this little one. New baby. And let's just see what that looks like if I go new baby. Sweet girl underneath. I think I like that. It's always good to practice, isn't it? Just to see if you're liking what you're doing. I'm going to do the sweet girl first, and then that will determine where I put the new baby. So I could go across like this. Yes. And then the Y is hanging down. I think I like that. Okay, let's fold this up before I get into a real pickle. And get rid of our practice. Okay. So I'm going to pop that in here. Don't lose your little stamps, they're so teeny. Just put them away now. Okay, so grab my glue again, and we're nearly done. Just got to put some of those beautiful antique pearls on. So I'm just going around the outside because this is sort of a matting piece. Sometimes if you put glue all over it, you can sort of see it, and I don't like that. So I just go round the outside for my inserts. It could be just a me thing. Okay, all right, how cute's that? And we might just get over here and give this a good burnish so it doesn't keep popping up. And we'll grab our bling book and go to the very back where the antique pearls are. The antique pearls are part of this Storybook Moments suite, and I just love them as well. So you got small, medium and large. So let's work out what we're doing. I might put a large one here, and I love the way you can open it up, and here's Mr. Rabbit, and here's another little rabbit in the veggie patch, and I might put another one up here near the bow. Stick my bow, make sure it's right, and a little one. Where am I going to put you? Maybe just down here. I do love the antique pearls and the petal pink ribbon. Not petal pink. Is it petal pink? It is petal pink, sorry. I'm getting confused with pretty and pink. So that's our card for today. It's a super easy fun fold card, and as I said, this doesn't have to be a die. It can be just a rectangular piece of cardstock scored in half, which if you're a beginner fun fold person is the best one to start with, but I just wanted to see if I could use the arched dies, the everyday arches. So two totally different cards. Now you can make this portrait as well. I don't know whether I'd like it portrait because it can't stand up. Whereas at least if you make it landscape, it can stand up, and I do like a card that can stand up for display. But you could definitely make it portrait. It's a joy fold card, and it could be either way. So that's our card for today. This one's using the frames and flowers from the annual catalogue. It's a ephemera pack on steroids. And this one's using the Storybook Moments paper, the ribbon and the embellishments in the mini catalogue. And the sentiments for this card is from the Cutest Onsie, which is in the annual catalogue. So I really hope you enjoyed that simple fun fold card. Let me just come back to I wanted to come back to here. I've got all these slides for different events and I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, so that's our card for today. I hope you like it. It's called the Joy Fold card. And this bit opens up. I was trying to do it back to front and I can never do anything back to front. So that folds back and it fits into an A5, not an A5, a normal standard envelopes. It fits into a normal envelope. So, and it's not that bulky, so postage shouldn't be any dearer. So I hope you like that. It's so cute. And there. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great rest of, well, it's not your Sunday, it's your Monday. Have a great start to your week. And I will see you on Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.